All right, check this out. If you're in the last mile delivery industry, we have created something that's just for you. We've called it the Last to First Huddle, or the L2F Huddle. We can come into an ecosystem or community built for the last mile by the last mile. Now, you'll be able to get access to educational courses, right? Playbooks, as I call them. We build playbooks teaching you everything from A to Z in the last mile industry. Everything from how to set your right driver model, to how to navigate misclassification issues, to how to find customers, how to price that work, how to operate it, all the way through to if you want to buy a company, how do you value those businesses. We also have an AI tool called Ask Miles. Miles will answer any how-to question about the industry. I've personally trained it myself. It's pretty damn good. And then also, we're about community. So you're going to access coaches, experts. We have film studies or weekly calls. You'll be able to deep dive into workshops. Look, this is the place to be if you're in the last mile industry. L2Fhuddle.com. I'll see you inside. It's time to huddle up. Let's do it. Whereas, FedEx, UPS, they nickel and dime you, right? And you don't even know you're getting nickel and dime until you get quartered. And that builds a frustration amongst the customers. So now, I mean, it's a benefit to us now, because now those customers now are looking and they're being kind of forced to look. But it's interesting to see and watch kind of, what the signs and signals are from the big boys and kind of what they're doing, because they do still kind of dictate the marketplace for better or worse. So I guess because none of us have the crystal ball to figure it out. But I guess would you say from what you're seeing in the work you're doing that the arrow's pointing up in terms of more opportunities coming into our space as a result of these actions?
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely the case. We want to see more demand in terms of volume. We want to see e-commerce pick up. We want to see, just the economy pick up, right? We want to see more volume. That's gonna, because of the supply and demand situation. As I mentioned, in the supply side, there's a lot coming in from alternative providers. They're expanding. There are more today than there were 7 years ago. A magnitude more. So we want to see the demand side catch up, but what's happening with the national carriers as they ratchet up their rates, right? It is just more of a reason for someone to start saying, okay, well, I need to have more partners in the game, or am I doing the right thing? Or does it make sense for me to only have one carrier in my network, because I'm basically helpless when the rates, like, as I mentioned, fuel surcharge goes up and, your rates just went up by 1%. And that's, and that could happen multiple times a year.
Yeah. Last question on the carrier side before we wrap up here. We're getting close to our time, but if I'm a regional carrier and I am close to that 10% minimum kind of threshold where you think it makes sense for some of the bigger national retailers to take a look at my services, what should I be doing? How do I get myself in front of either someone like you or get the attention of these shippers to wave my hand and say, hey, I'm a viable solution? Like, what do I do?
Yeah, so I think one of the things is go to industry conferences. There's a couple that I typically attend, like a Parcel Forum or a Home Delivery World, very popular for last mile providers to attend, put up a table and, put up a booth and start meeting shippers. If you're already working with some shippers, ask for introductions.
Okay.
If you think that you're winning in a certain niche, go try to find 10 other customers in that niche and target them, right? Because typically, if you're working with someone in a specific niche, right, there's probably 10 others that are shipping the same thing that may not know about you. They may be able to use your services. So I'd say go target them. And then partnerships. I think partnerships are important. Partnerships, not only with smallparcel.com, but partnerships with middle mile providers, partnerships with other last mile. Let's say you're a last mile provider in New York and you know about a last mile provider in Florida. Well, you're on the coast. Maybe the same customer could use you in both places. Start building those relationships. Start asking for referrals. I think that is a great opportunity to get your name out there. You're not competing with the other person. But maybe you can share an opportunity.
Yeah, share an opportunity, share a network, compliment each other. I think just be intentional about those efforts, because the opportunities are there and they're coming. I want to close with this. I asked all my guests their last to first moment. It's kind of that moment. It could be professional, it could be personal, where it was a pivotal moment, a crossroads type situation where you I'm assuming made the right decision to kind of get to where you are now. So it's kind of bringing in that personal side of the story. I know you're from Ukraine, right? So you were born in Ukraine. You moved to the States when you were 10.
Correct.
You mentioned Cleveland, Ohio.